out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
They'll run for the first time with Johnson.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And not a whole lot doing there, so he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Now 3rd down is looming, a pickup of 2 on 1st down and just 1 yard there. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Operating from the gun. Ball. And this one caught by Beasley. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the toss, here's Johnson. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, it's nothing but room to run.
Looking to throw. Ball. And he's got Shockey. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 35.
They brought in the heavy set on 3rd down, and that usually means running play. But we have seen them throw out of that formation. And sure enough, they snuck the tight end out on that one, wound up hitting him for a first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
And a short gain down to about the 33. They follow up the first down 1-yard run with a minimal gain of 2.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Back to throw. Ball. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 14. A first down carry here for Johnson. And he stopped immediately there. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
It's a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Now the first carry for Bush. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here.
That's a gain of 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter now in Tampa Bay. It's the Buccaneers in control of the football. They're up against a 3rd and 2 to start things out.
Let's go, Heavy. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? What you got, Heavy? What you got, Heavy? Give me some. Give me some. Here we go, here we go. Check! Check! Yup, yup.
Out of the gun, it's McNair. And this is going to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. 12 yards on the return that time. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
I
don't know about that. Super tough.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Set, ready. 60 orange. So don't say nothing.
On 2nd down, Johnson. Room here to run. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead. Bryant tacks on the extra point, and the lead grows to 10-0. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And on the first drive, 3 and out. I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the run, it's Bush. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
So the penalty erases their earlier loss. Now it's 2nd and 8. Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Those are the plays this defense needs with the deficit they're facing.
It certainly is, and they've got to continue to swarm the football and hope that someone, while they're holding up the ball carrier, can get in there and rake it and lock it free. They need to get some takeaways as well.
Let's go. Tight left. Hey. You got 3 down. Max 56.
To throw on 3rd down. McNair. And that is incomplete.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Deuce. Check safety. Switch. Let's go.
Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 44-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Well, earlier this half, you were wondering how they were going to defend him. I think you used the term bottle him up at different levels. They've struggled to do that.
They certainly have, because when you see them approach, In order to bottle him up at different levels, that front line's got to take care of business. Otherwise, he starts to slip through.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. Looking to throw. Ball. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4.
Everyone, you got 4 down.
Tight dog, 61. Match box.
Back to throw. Ball. Got him in. It's Brown. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. They'll run on first down. It's Johnson. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Now the Giants will use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds Taylor, complete. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. This just a 24-yard attempt. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll keep it in the hands of Bush. And this Giants defense getting off the ball quickly. They stop him behind the line again. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Hey, let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Squeeze.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies cry.
Go, go. Hey, check 24. Watch 24.
From the gun, here's McNair. And he can't get away from the pressure the Giants get there. Sacked by the outside backer, Telvin Smith. And that'll be marked down as their first sack of the game.
Well, they had 6 last week, and this offense did its homework, didn't it? Because they saw all that pressure, And they really worked hard to tamp it down and beat it back. And they did a great job in the first half. And now they've gotten their first sack here in the second half. Look out. They'll try to increase the pressure.
Give them 11 yards that time on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, ball. And he finds Beasley, complete. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They're going to try and throw. This is Johnson. He's got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 10 yards, good for a Giant 1st down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Here's a 2nd and 7. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Operating from the gun. Ball. He gets this into the hands of Taylor. And this is going to lead to another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 18. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
About how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
H3, 218, chopper. Get your swerve on. Hey, Mike's 50. Hey, let's get this. Hot.
They will run again with Coleman. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. Back now in Tampa. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. 3 red zone trips have yielded just 2 field goals for them to this point, so they'll be searching for something more on 2nd and goal here. They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Looking to throw. Ball, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
It's put up or shut up time defensively. Nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you're still in this game. I mean, yeah, you haven't scored. Offense obviously has struggled, but you're only 2 scores down, so all hope not lost.
Not at all, because we're talking about the NFL, and teams can score fast in this league. Quick strikes, you're right back in it. You're exactly right. Keeping hope alive.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
56 is the mic.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We taking wins,
From the gun, McNair. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. The Bucs on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 11. Here's McNair. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the 1st down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Throwing to start the drive. Ball. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Back to throw. Ball. He hits Beasley right side. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
A gain of 7 yards. And it's 3rd down.
The Giants on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This will be 3rd and forever. Operating from the gun. Ball. And that is incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Here's Brian Anger now, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? Second and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. This is Bush. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Play action. It's McNair. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
From the gun on 3rd down, McNair, and almost picked off. I guess the good news for them now, it's 4th down.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. On 4th down, McNair. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Zach Brown. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure, but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Slam, slam, slam. You're out. Ready, go.
Johnson. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Going to give this time to the tailback. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6. Bryant's extra point up and good. They're all finished up in Seattle. And that one goes the way of the Saints. A win would be their 2nd on the young season.
Here we go, here we go, here we go.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points. You feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't let go.
56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike.
To throw again. McNair. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
I think this one offensively, this is one where you just say, let's move on. Let's not even watch the game tapes from this one.
Yeah, you might just want to throw it in the trash, act like it was never there in the first place.
Yeah, just say we're good. I actually have heard of a coach in the past who took his...
Now the ball comes loose, and the Giants have it. It's picked up. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And that might just cement it. A return for a late touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score, and a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower postgame. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
No take. Spell. 56.
Bush on the toss. And some room to work.
Get ready. Get ready. Get ready.
Scouting points are earned every week. Use all of your points because a portion of the remaining points will be lost when you advance the week.
squad like, what? In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. Whole squad like, yeah. In the field like, yeah. All day like, yeah. All night like, yeah. You don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. Call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard. For your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold.